Well, hello and welcome back to another video. Today I wanted to address some questions that my viewers have had and maybe get you folks to comment what you'd like me to talk about or do or show you next. So stick around. This will be a short video. Okay? Let's go. It's Saturday afternoon, late afternoon, and I was just at home here thinking that I haven't done a video in a couple days, so I should do one. But I wanted to find out from you folks what you would like me to cover. I just came outside for a few minutes and watching my neighbors. My wife is out, but she should be back shortly. So I thought, well, let's do a quick video. But yeah, it's quite interesting. The weather is chilly at 4 o'clock in the morning, but it's also kind of cool right now. But what I'm finding is I have to wear a sweater when I go to work, and I just throw it in my locker, and then I work, and then when I come out, I'm all sweating because I work hard. And man, it's cold in the morning when I get off work, so I have to bundle up again. I think I'm going to be wearing my woolen hat, my toque, as we call it here in Canada, pretty soon, because the weather is getting cool. But right now it's not bad. I'm just in my tank top here. But I was looking through some topics that I had, and I have a few folks who have been asking certain questions and want me to cover certain things. So I've got to do a little bit of research on Edmonton, on housing prices and different things. But Edmonton versus Calgary, that's one topic that some folks wanted me to cover. But we will continue to think about a few things, because I've got a few things on my mind and in my mind. Another thing that I was thinking about maybe covering more in detail is some of my investments. I just made a few changes to what we have here in Canada. It's called a tax-free savings account, and as you may have seen in one of my other videos, I had about 20 different stocks, ETFs, REITs, and so forth. I sold off a lot of that and consolidated the money and purchased some more, and I've gone down from 20 to 8. But some of these, they pay between 6% and 17%. They pay between 10 cents per share and up to 17 cents per share. So there is some risk in some of the higher paying ones. But I am willing to take a little bit of risk to get a little bit of reward. So I think, if my calculations are correct, I will have earned in October, I think around October, around $103 in dividend payments. So that is if everything goes the way I think it should. Let me just pull that up a little bit. I sold off, like I say, some stocks. I sold off Enbridge, for instance. I had that stock itself, but now I purchased an ETF, exchange traded fund, which holds Enbridge in it, and everything I have right now pays monthly, so that is great. I also want to say thank you and a shout out to Anna. She's way down in Florida, and she donated to my Buy Me a Coffee. So I went today and I had a McDonald's coffee on you, Anna. So thank you. That link was in my description, and she donated $10. So that was fantastic. So I had a nice large coffee today. Yeah, so I've got a few ideas, like I say. I know some folks like to see me going to grocery stores and whatnot, but um, if you want anything specific, maybe leave some questions down in the comment section, as I mentioned, and I will see what I can do. Some of the things or topics that some people had asked me to talk about are kind of complicated, and I'd have to do a lot of research to be able to answer them properly. So, but I can look at that. You know, I've lived here in Edmonton for a number of years, but I don't know all the ins and outs of a lot of things. A lot of that information can be gathered if you do research, if that's important to you. But I thought I would just cover a few different things. Work is going well, and yeah, it's going pretty good. Um, all in all, I think everything's going pretty good. Family's going well. My situation has improved tremendously since the last few months when I was just doing courier work or Uber Eats. Now I'm working, as you know, as many of you know, in warehousing. So I'm feeling pretty good, and it's a good physical job where I'm actually maintaining some muscle mass again. Um, Cutting back expenses, as I've mentioned. I have one more membership that I can cancel in October, and that will save me another $21 a month. And that $21 a month I can put into investments, buy some more ETFs or some stock or whatever. Everything that I have pays dividends or distributions. So that's good. Let me know in the comments also, you folks who are retired or who have investments, and especially if you're in Canada, do you have any recommendations? One that I really like is EIT.UN. That's it's a fund, an income fund, and it's out of Calgary. It's run by Canoe. It's a financial company in Calgary, so they have some great. It's got a great track record. I do follow other YouTube channels as well, and they one guy has, I think, 15,000 shares of that. And another one that I mentioned was Bank, BANK, and that is a Canadian. I believe it's an ETF, but it holds 10 of the top Canadian banks and insurance companies. So, as I mentioned before in the previous videos, rather than owning the individual stock, I would own the ETF, which would cover a lot of the different banks and institutions. So it's good. It's good to start finally building up these investments and income sources. It's very important to have multiple streams of income, especially when you get into retirement. So things like your retirement savings, your tax-free savings in government registered accounts. I guess in the States you have your 401k and your Roth IRA and different things like that. Where here in Canada we have a RRSP, or tax-free savings account. So it all adds up. And if I can make $60 here, $100 there, $50 over here, plus my government pension, plus earnings from a job, a person can get ahead. So we shall see. as you know, as I've mentioned in other videos as well, June of next year, my mortgage term, not the amortization, but the term, comes up for renewal. So I expect to be able to get that reduced as well. So a lot of things going on. As I think I mentioned, it's Saturday night, Saturday late afternoon. It's probably around 6 o'clock now. But I hope you are having a great weekend. I am, but I am going to be heading to bed here at 8:30 because I have to get up at 2:30 in the morning and be at work at 4 a.m. But the good thing is tomorrow I get a bit of a premium, so I get an extra income from on my hourly wage because I'm working Sunday. Anyway, folks, I hope you have a great weekend, as I mentioned, and I hope everything's going good in your life, in your lives, and I just wanted to come on here and say everything's going good for now. Anyway, I will see you, folks, in the next video. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye now. God bless.